let me show you how to make the most delicious and easiest warbat or shaabiyat. These delicious pastries are just layers of buttered phyllo dough that are stuffed with a clotted cream and are baked until crispy. The first thing you need to do is make the kishta, which is a Middle Eastern clotted cream. And to do that, you need to start off by boiling some milk and adding vinegar until the curds separate. Once the curds separate like this, then you're going to strain them and set them aside to cool. To make the creamy part of the kishta, you're going to need to whisk together some heavy cream, milk, cornstarch, granulated sugar, some orange blossom water, and some crushed mastic rocks if you have them. You want to whisk those off the heat until the cornstarch is fully dissolved before adding them to medium heat and whisking them until thickened like this. Once the kishta starts thickening and looking like this, then you're going to want to crumble back in the curds that you cooled off earlier. You're going to want to crumble them up as fine as possible and whisk them together until it's fully thick and incorporated. Transfer the mixture to a bowl and then add some cling film or plastic wrap right on top and let it touch so it doesn't form a skin, and then you're going to let it cool completely before using. Now this is optional, but you can just take an immersion blender or a food processor and process this until it's all completely smooth, but I prefer the texture differences. To prep my warbat, I'm just using a box of phyllo dough, and I'm prepping my pan by brushing it with some softened ghee, and I'm cutting my warbat into 9 or 12 equal squares just like this. After I cut them, I'm splitting them into 2 even layers. My package had 30 sheets, so I split them into 2 sets of 15, and then I'm just adding a good amount of kishta in the middle and folding them over the top so they form a triangle. Add these to your prepared pan, and then you're gonna let them air dry for an hour to retain crispiness before drizzling over some unsalted melted butter. Bake in a preheated oven until crispy. You can also broil it for a minute for some extra color, and then you're gonna immediately drizzle some room temp simple syrup on top and let it cool before serving. Enjoy.